right now. I'm in the midst of a walk, but I had to pull the stream up because I got to give you my immediate reactions to Superman movie. I'll give you a little bit of background. I am a huge Superman fan. I've been for a long time. First favorite superhero. Yeah, goes way back. And the cool thing about where I happen to live in Michigan is the theater. See if you can see it from here. That blue building right there, that's the theater. But I live just like a half a mile up the street this way. So I'm gonna sit down for a couple hours. I come and walk in, and I had to rep. I had to rep because it's my gym. And yo, I'll start by saying this: like, I've been waiting for a lot of things when it comes to DC comics. I'm a firm believer that DC is better than Marvel, and I'm 10 toes down on that. Superman, the the character, the story, and a lot of the things that they can do with him are big reasons for that. And it's been a struggle over the years, kind of waiting for the the uh, the cinematic universe of it to develop. And I'm a Snyder fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also a big Henry Cavill fan. So putting the two of them together with the Superman, Man of Steel, his iteration of it, the Snyderverse, I was hyped for it, and I enjoyed it because I'm a Superman fan. But I did realize that I watched Man of Steel about a week and a half ago because I was looking for something in particular. And there are certain chords that are struck with me when it comes to movies. And a way that I know I'm vibing with a movie, and if it's like if it's something I'll watch again, there's a moment where I feel the emotion get caught. And it's like, oh man, that was the moment right there. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like you could feel like I guess it's a sign of you actually being invested in it and really connecting with the story. And you just see something where you just want to like cheer, be like, yes, that moment right there. And for as much as I really, again, Henry Cavill, one of my favorite actors in the Snyderverse, Superman, one of my favorite superhero. It was tough because I didn't have those moments in Man of Steel. I had it a little bit more in Batman v Superman, and I didn't really have it as much as I wanted to in Justice League, even though I would say I like the movie and I've seen it multiple times. Not Joss Whedon's, the Snyder cut of Justice League. All that to say, I know that there's some kind of like toxicity between the Snyder fans and those who are calling for restore the Snyderverse and kind of hating on the future potential of the DC universe. I'm not one of those people. I held judgment. I reserved it because I wasn't sure what we were going to see. But I said, I'm a Superman fan. So I'm here to support. I'm going to be there to watch this thing. So sure enough, we back. We back. I'm going to say this movie for me, it hit all the chords, man. Storyline, it was very well written. The the other characters that were included in the movie were there just enough. It, they weren't trying to tell too much story too fast, which I appreciated. And they kind of started the film from a little bit into Superman's experience already being Superman. So they didn't focus too much on the origin story aspect, which is nice. We all know Superman's origin if you're a fan. So it was nice to spend less time on that and more time with the story. I'll tell you what I really enjoyed in this one was the portrayal of Lex Luthor. I thought as a villain, he did a great job. My goodness. It was fun seeing like the mastermind Lex, but I don't know, it was just different than what I had seen. Nicholas Holt's version in this one was a lot different, and dare I say, a little bit better than Jesse Eisenberg's version in the Man of Steel stuff. It's like the pacing for me was the thing. And so when you come into a situation where that show don't tell thing, right? They kind of showed where Lex was at and why. And I don't know if I'm trying to spoil too much, but shoot, man, you're gonna have to go watch it anyway. But I'll say I did not expect what happened at the end with Lex. I didn't necessarily see that coming, but I thought it was well done because it really sets up a lot of questions for a viewer moving forward. Like, oh shoot, where's this going? What's gonna happen here? So I thought that was really sweet. The Superman portrayal was legit. I don't know anything about David Cornsweet as an actor. I haven't seen anything that he's done before until this, but it was really cool to see his portrayal in this. I really enjoyed it, and I feel bad for Henry Cavill as Superman because I really do feel like if he had a better written story, that who he is for Superman might have fit better in some regards. But I will say that David Cornsweet, he killed it as Superman, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do with future Superman stuff with the character. Oh man, Lois Lane. What's the girl's name? Rachel Brosnahan. I was kind of skeptical. She's another one where I I don't know anything about her acting credentials, where she comes from, the things that she's done. I had no idea, but I'm not a skeptic anymore. I'll tell you that much. And I do like her portrayal of Lois Lane more than I liked Amy Adams' portrayal of Lois Lane. And I'm not gonna lie, I think Rachel Brosnahan is a lot cuter. She's more attractive than Amy Adams was at the time of that movie too, which also helps. The chemistry between them was really nice. It was cool to see that the playful, the back and forth. They did a really good job, in my opinion, acting that out and displaying that. Uh, Jimmy Olsen, his character was hilarious. Lombard, Perry, Cat. You had all the people there, but they didn't spend too much time trying to dive too much into everyone else. It's like they're there, they're established. Okay, cool, and they're playing parts here and there. But the story was the story. It was really easy to follow the story from start to finish, and even the twist. I'll say it that way. Even the twist made a lot of sense when you consider this as not an origin, but as we're jumping right in, kind of like with the Batman, where this isn't his origin story, but he's been around for a while, and these are his experiences. Um, you jump right in, and I like that. It keeps things moving a lot better. It keeps things moving a lot better for the movie, um, as opposed to having to do the startup and the origin story type thing. So I'm actually really excited. It was super dope seeing Millie Alcock's um, Supergirl. This is just one scene, but it was hilarious. And again, I'm not. She's kind of a new actor to me too. I knew that she was in Game of Thrones or some version of Game of Thrones, but she looked really good as a character coming in, and just the attitude and kind of the flair they put on it really reminded me of the comic book version of Supergirl. So I think that's going to be really legit once they put it together, and and they get her more screen time. I don't know when her movie's coming out, but I'll be there to see it too. But yeah, absolute vibes, absolute fire. Sung Min's lost sanity. Hey, this movie will get you some sanity back. Go see it. It was legit. Start to finish. It's on the edge of my seat. I had a popcorn and a slushie. Fortunately, I didn't have to go use the restroom or anything when I was out there. When I was in there, I was able to sit, chill, and enjoy the whole thing. So yeah, I need to see it again. We'll see when I see it again. But I'm really excited for the DC universe. I will say the one thing that kind of sucks and that I was really excited for where the Snyderverse had gone was Darkseid. And to me, Darkseid is probably one of the greatest superhero villains to never really get some shine on the big screen. And to see Darkseid in the Snyderverse, in the Justice League and all that stuff, I was like, yo, let's go. That's the showdown. That's the one. We've seen Batman with the Joker, like his most iconic enemy, but we need Darkseid. And I don't know how long it's going to take James Gunn to get there, but man, I'm excited. I'm hyped. All right, I guess I'm back. I thought my housemate might have been asleep, but I think he's up now. But 100%, I'm excited. I haven't been this excited for anything Superman in a long time. And fortunately, Fortnite has Superman in the mix too, of course, for the movie. Not playing around, man. Got the poster, got the chair, got here repping. I got my Legos of Superman around here too. It's not a game, but I loved it. 100% absolute vibes, and definitely looking forward to what James Gunn is going to do next. Let's get it, man. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch y'all later.